Hey, how's it going, Outcast? It is me, Memphis Cobb, and happy Martin Luther King, everyone out there today, whoever's watching this, and yeah, pretty much it's Martin Luther King Day, which Martin Luther King is a person that wanted to stop this segregation that white and black people had back in the 50s, 60s, I think. I'm not really sure. Around there. Maybe 40s, I'm not really sure, but I know around 50s and 60s. Yeah, there's a lot of, like riots that happened, about race, and, fights, and a lot of deaths because of that, and it was just a really bad time, for mainly black people, and Martin Luther King wanted to stop all this, and, he wanted to have peace between white and black people. So yeah, I don't know if he was the one who made it like all normal, I guess, or non-segregated, or whatever. But yeah, pretty much, he was just wanting to stop all this, and sadly, he was assassinated. I don't know when or who did it. But, yeah, I don't know if the person that assassinated him was a part of a group or anything. I think it might have just been some person, racist guy that didn't like him. But yeah, he got assassinated anyways. And, yeah, coming to now, mainly 2017 was when all this, when it was a big deal about all these riots and stuff that happened, which is the same thing that happened back in the 50s and 60s, so it hasn't really changed much, with racist people, or racism problems, and, yeah, no, pretty much, it's not really ever going to change, there will always be racial problems out there, whether it's with white and black people, or, any other race out there. There will always be racist people out there, and racial problems, for whatever reason. I don't really get it now. I mean, it's 2018 now, and people are still, fighting over who's better, I guess. And I just think it's kind of stupid, It's just like, we're all human, who really cares anymore? But yeah, I think a better way to solve your racial problems, if you do have them, is just to talk with one another, instead of having these big riots and fights that we did. I don't know when it was, but it was somewhere in 2017, which it was this big riot with all these white supremacy people. I don't know if it was like the KKK or whatever, but it was someone, and then the Black Lives Matter people came and fought, and it was this huge riot that hurt people that weren't even involved with it, and it was just a huge riot, and it was unnecessary, and yeah, it was just really unnecessary and big fight, and hurt a lot of people, killed a lot of people too. So yeah, I think, a better way to solve this is just to talk with one another, instead of having these big riots and stuff like that. And, yeah, I think that's a good way to solve, your racial issues. And maybe, after you talk to someone like that, after you get to understand, like, what they think and what they're going through, maybe, you won't be racist anymore or whatever. I don't really know. I just think, I don't know what I think. I'm just a small YouTuber that's just speaking his mind about racial issues, stuff like that. Personally, I'm not racist. I think the whole racist thing is just kind of stupid because, I thought now we should be over it, but apparently not, and I don't think we'll ever be over it because, there's always going to be white people out there that think they're better than black people, and black people that, want to fight back, so yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just my opinion on, the racial things. And, but we're not looking at the bad things. We're looking at the good thing about Martin Luther King and, celebrating him. So, yeah, happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone. Where it's actually not daytime where I am right now, it's nighttime, but you get what I mean. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Like I said, once we hit 200 subs, that's when my merch is coming out. I have a couple of ideas for some t-shirts I want to make. So, you know, that will, I don't know when I'll hit 200, hopefully soon. Yeah, and also, rock out.